Reginald rode to the tourney so grand, with his armor so shiny and sword in his hand. But the road led him past the old tavern so sweet, where the mead flowed like rivers and dancers tap feet. Oh, pour me another sweet maiden so fine, for the mead in my cup is much better than wine. I'll drink till I'm merry and sing till I'm hoarse, then sleep in the stables or under your horse. The innkeep cried, heroes drink here for free. So our knight downed 6 tankards as quick as could be. His lance grew quite heavy, his vision did blur, but he swore I could fight even drunk as a cur. Oh, pour me another sweet maiden so fine, for the mead in my cup is much better than wine. I'll drink till I'm merry and sing till I'm hoarse, then sleep in the stables or under your horse. At dawn came the joust, midst the crowd's cheering roar, but Sir Reginald stumbled and fell to the floor. His foe charged in laughter, our knight gave a plead. I'll fight thee tomorrow, just pass me the mead. Oh, pour me another sweet maiden so fine, for the mead in my cup is much better than wine. I'll drink till I'm merry and sing till I'm hoarse, then sleep in the stables or under your horse. And now in that tavern they tell of his shame, how the knight lost his horse and his tournament fame. But he'll still challenge any who dare take his seat. I'll drink you under the table, now bring me more meat. Oh, pour me another sweet maiden so fine, for the mead in my cup is much better than wine. I'll drink till I'm merry and sing till I'm hoarse, then sleep in the stables or under your horse. Hey! Oh, pour me another sweet maiden so fine, for the mead
Yep. And everybody's loaded. We're good.
Hey, almost missed it. Hi, if you're watching, hello. We welcome you to our humble D&D game. I was actually reading something right beforehand. I don't know why I chose to do that then, so if I'm acting weird, that's why. But other than that, welcome in. We are excited to play again. We are down one person, but her character is being driven by terrorists tonight, and she will be back next week. If you've been keeping up with us, you know that we're in the middle of a thing called the Summer of Siege, which is we are doing a thing with Troll Lord Games where it's the middle of summer, and we're playing games with the siege system, such as the two, which are Castles and Crusades and Amazing Adventures. So we already played one Amazing Adventures. We had one scheduled for next week, but we are going to postpone that till August. And I will get with you all, the players, tonight, to figure out what day in August we want to do that. And then, but yes, we will be playing Dungeons and Dragons next week. But in the meantime, there are plenty of Castles and Crusades games going on the schedule that we have posted, and is posted in many places, so check those out, unless you're watching us, because we want you to stick with us if you're but there's some really great games that are going on, and everybody's name who was running them has left my brain tonight, so cheers to that. But other than that, I think we're good on everything. Summer of Siege has some we're going to be playing Amazing Adventures next time, just like we did the last time, and it will be a continuation of the story that we were telling, but further down the road. So your characters, I will tell you ahead of time, will be level 3 at this point. Ooh. Instead of level 1. So
nice.
I will help you. Just a note for you all, I'll help you if you need help leveling them up. If not, go for it. Other than that, do you all have any questions about the game before we get started?
Nope.
There be raptors up there?
Yep. Yeah, there should be, yeah.
Raptors? Or it's in my adult brain, I heard rappers. I was like,
yeah, why not both? Let's have the Raptors against the rappers and see who wins.
Oh, I see. I think the Raptors.
Bard battle.
There's not much hip hop in Chult, unfortunately. No. But that being said, if you all are ready, let's go ahead and get started. Last time we played, you all found out that you were going. Well, I mean, before that, you found out you were going to Chult. You got prepared much quicker than the Wizards 3 thought you were going to be. Robin, you stilled your nerves, and you said, hey, let's just do it. Let's drive a truck through it, and jump through the portal first. When you all got to Chult, you realized you were in the middle, Robin, in the middle of the market part, near the Red Bazaar. There was enough people around to mask the fact that you all were portaled in, so no eyes, no one paid much attention to you all showing. After Zen checking with the current piece of the Rod of 7 parts that you have, that it is pointing west towards a place called Old City in the port, in this port, Nyanzaru. As you're walking, you do see all sorts of different things. The unfamiliar aroma of, well, unfamiliar to some, spices and tropical fruits, and you can even smell coming from it's a hint in the air of fish and tar and canvas. But as you're walking, you all notice that the port is an explosion of color, and the thing that sticks out most as you all are making, in the short walk that you've made so far, that there are beasts of burden being used as you walk through here. Hauling two-wheeled carts. Some of them you can see in the distance are used to hoist like heavy loads on cranes and different things like that. These are like enormous, bigger than Steve lizards, and some of y'all know them as dinosaurs. Walking through, flowers, green plants, and vines grow everywhere. They seem to spring out of the building stones themselves. There's just a profusion of greenery, and you know that you can tell with people tending to it, it needs constant tending to prevent roots and weeds and shoots from damaging the buildings or the tile roofs that are on top. To your left, as you're walking west along the street, you do see the city's defensive wall. And Robin, this stretches around the entire city and through the city as well, because they do have walls separating the different wards of the port. All the streets within the city walls are paved with cobblestones or flagstones, depending on where you are. And every street has deep rain gutters, as much as 2 feet wide. Coming back home, you know that the residents of the port, they don't really pay much attention to the rain unless it's like a really heavy deluge of just, tropical storm. You all notice that there are tabaxi minstrels wandering the streets, performing for anyone who tosses them a few coins. And looking at the buildings as they go up, you see some of them are crumbling buildings covered with vines and lichen that indicate that this is a very old city, this port. But other buildings are stucco covered. The stone is covered in stucco, and they have tiny windows on street level. Now, the upper floors of these buildings also have bamboo or thatch walls, and you see enormous windows in them. Some of them are propped up by other pieces of bamboo. Some of them are tied up, almost like the bamboo is rolled up like a curtain and tied. And you can guess by the immense amount of heat that is in the air and just this sweltering jungle heat. That's to let in breezes. Everything is richly decorated with paint, ivy, and like really bright and vivid flowers. Symmetrical geometric patterns. Straight lines, sharp angles, and others portray animals and monsters and landscapes and heroes, and they're all stylized in a manner unique to Chult, to this area. And as you're walking, you notice that where space permits, these buildings traditionally include like a walled yard or garden as well. This place, this port city, and the market there within that you just left is enough to make any city that you've been to, Waterdeep, Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate, any of these places could make them very jealous of how everything looks and how big the market is and how big trade is here. It is a magnificent place, but with that also comes, its own troubles. Walking through the streets, you all pass several alleyways off to your left and your right. To your right would take you to another walled section of the city, but you can also hear a crowd cheering and booing. Crowd, not crow.
I was gonna say that wasn't me. That was the automated one.
I know. You can hear a large grouping of individuals cheering and booing and just making noise coming from the right and to the left down these alleyways. You see the wall, the defensive wall. You have already passed one gate, and you know, coming up you can see there might be another one up the road a ways. So there are multiple gates that lead outside the city as well, of this port city. Is there anything you all want to do? Do you want to get closer to the wall, or do you want to keep where you're going, or investigate the noise? You all tell me. This place is vast, but it's not so vast. Well, I say vast. It is a large city, but it is not larger than. We'll put it this way: it's about smaller than Menzo Baranzan. And we'll say it's probably smaller than Waterdeep, but it is still a large city.
Sorry, just trying to lower the volume since that one was getting a little bit loud.
Very good. Anything you all want to do in the meantime? This is your all's show.
So our rod piece is pointing us towards another
West.
section of the city.
Mm-hmm. Pointing you west.
Okay.
I will warn you that it's a bit of a smellier place, but it's also where I lived. But it's also more safe with it's a slum, but it's better than the other two as that one is overseen by multiple bigger princes, we call them. So there are less crime, so safer. So you tolerate the smell for the safety. But just as the only other heads up, I would recommend don't go to the other slums unless there are things that you need from the black market. And the punishments are very severe if you're caught. Just telling you that ahead of time. But up to you. We'd have to go through the one of the larger markets, the Grand Souk. I hope I'm getting that right. If we want to go from there. Were you going to say something?
You're holding up so far. Are you here in a while, so I want to make sure you're okay.
Or absolutely not. But suck it up, and we got keep going.
Well, we basically have a compass to the piece of our little puzzle. Where would we go if we want to find information on that lich that was against ours?
Again, the beggar princes. It's just a nickname for them. They are honestly the local crime lords that are relatively... I don't want to say benign, understanding. And can be bartered with. You give them coin, they will more likely to work with you.
Okay.
So maybe one of them.
So then, which is our priority? Figuring out about this lich and seeing if that eye is here somewhere, or getting the rock piece first?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Sorry, I just, it's just nice to be home while also terrifying. Does anyone want to stop at a market or anything like that in the meantime for some reason or another, or just go straight to the one of the bigger princes, which also, by the way, is inside a ziggurat.
But you're
So,
familiar
just-
with here. What do you think our best options are?
I don't know much about the clean parts inside the city here, other than I was sometimes in here. I was more comfortable in the slums, which is where I normally operated from. So that I can guide you. Here, I can give you a general area. I know that there's a public bathhouse up at the northern part. That's quite nice, but that is the opposite direction and at the very edge of the city. Other than that, I'd also be very happy to get farther away from where the nobles are.
Let's head towards where the broad piece is taking us and kind of figure out which we run into first. That's my thought, at least.
Oh, since you are very, very much on the good side, just so you know, Bexley, we are going to be somewhere close to the run, the executioner's run. So if there's anything going on there, there are going to be people dying. But they have been judged as such. And if they can make it past all the dinos, and not be torn asunder, then they are free. Which I don't know anyone that has, but hey, that is the theory. Just that says it.
Well, if they have been judged, then that is not my place.
Okay, I just want to make sure you knew that ahead of time, that it was not for blood sports. It was... They were
No, I
criminals.
appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Okay.
No, we're here for a mission, so let's get to it.
I'm going to
Alright.
be completely enamored by all the great colors and things. So it's way cooler than Sigil. It doesn't have that like artificial earth. You know, it's low as hell. Do tell me, when we say this place is crowded, is it like if the really tall people up down, like we move into the crowd kind of thing? Or is this like Disneyland when it's busy or Disneyland during?
I was going with the
Disneyland
original
during-
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, nail on the head with that one, David. It's the original Assassin's Creed. If they duck down, you could find multiple people that you could join with. It's a melting pot, but not as much as other cities you've been to, like Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep, or even Neverwinter.
Guess my
The
question, like, I'm not trying to hide, but I want to know, like, I don't want to lose my mom in the crowd at the mall, you know? So do I
Right.
need to hold on the robin's tails, so you don't get separated, or like how crowded? That, if it's that crowded, at least.
it's
will
pretty
grab-
crowded, but it gets more crowded to the more populated areas, like the Red Bazaar, where you heard all the cheering coming from and boos and everything. You would know that, Robin. You would definitely know that towards the why did it leave the harbor ward? It gets more crowded there because of the fish markets and stuff like that, and the dry dock. But where you are now is more of a back road, so it's not quite as busy, but there is still life.
Am I going to
Well-
get shuffled off and like cut off from everybody, or like
I don't know. Is someone
Why?
gonna put you in a basket and kidnap you like it's Indiana Jones?
apparently I've been kidnapped before, so hey, let's keep the train going.
The only
well,
thing. Go ahead.
good.
No, don't. You're first.
If you're very concerned, you're flying, and I know it as silly as it sounds, we still have that leash to your harness, or I can just attach you to my chest again, and just have you there.
Well, that's why I asked. I don't want to get lost in the party.
I mean, I know we use that normally for like dark areas, so you don't get lost. But I mean, if you want, then this way you're attached to me, so you at least have one person that also used to live here. So a piece.
Fine.
Okay.
Jack.
All right. Yay! +2 to my AC
Yeah.
with my meat shield.
You're
Yep.
welcome.
If she holds up her buckler, does it count as extra AC?
Well, as if she's got her buckler on, it counts for Bexley. That's about it.
I
Okay.
actually would throw it off because you got a -1 when you're attached.
Good. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
-1 doesn't cancel out a +2 for having a shield. Just
Oh,
takes
so you
it
get a-
down one.
Hey,
Oh,
so then you
yeah.
get a +1.
But
Yeah.
If you're holding your shield, which you never have said you're holding your shield, you get a +2 to your armor
I'm
class.
holding my go. I'm
So
like,
you're
like
just
I'm
gonna
driving.
you're gonna be strapped to a 7-foot tall tabaxi, orange tabby, holding a shield while you're walking through the streets.
But I've
You're
seen
just
Stranger
not carrying
Things,
your
yeah.
shield around. You haven't used your arms to build up the strength, so it's like. "Ah." I'm just kidding. You're like no, you're fine. You got enough strength. You're totally a werewolf.
Walking further west of this street, off to the left, as you grow closer, walk further down the road, there is another large gate that seems to it always remains shut. Robin, this leads out to Malar's Throat, where the Temple of Timora is. Malar's Throat, this is mostly just for your sake, Robin. That is a ward outside the walls. This is the poorest slum of the city. The one you actually warned them about.
Yes. Lots of crime. It's a ravine. It's literally a pit that the people just live literally on the edge. At any point, I wouldn't imagine if there's going to be a landslide and people will die. But
And what's at the bottom of this pit?
honestly, exactly what Bexley said, death. I mean, if you jump, I mean, that's going to absolutely be the case, unless you have, like, feather fall or something. But otherwise, yes, this is largely death.
There's a guy over there that's
more in
selling
the
capes.
sense- Meant more in the sense, is there like a giant temple at the bottom? Is it just an endless hole in the ground?
Oh, it's just a ravine, and there is
It's-
a temple. The temple of Tirmora.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
Timora, the gate, just for your all's sake, the gate does open up to the ground level. Robin, you would know there are footpaths, they're narrow and often very muddy footpaths that line the sides of the ravines, that lead up to the buildings that are on the edges. And then as you get closer to the bridge, you will notice there are walkways that are that go from edge to edge of this ravine. So they do take those walkways back and forth there. They are not well built, to say the least. They're mostly just swaying footbridges that like crisscross the ravine. And they connect all the levels of that district. They're built out of bamboo and rope.
If you just took a spaghetti and dumped it out of a bowl, there you go.
Yep.
And about as strong as wet spaghetti as well. But the temple is actually a great place, as it is a refuge, since they're outside the walls for when eventually the undead, the sapient plants, or dinosaurs, or any other creature goes to attack. But we're going to the other area. That's generally a little bit better because we can all go into, honestly, the ziggurats if it was necessary.
Speaking of
I'm
going
sorry, I'm trying to eat an
the
apple and
other
walk away.
area,
Lean away.
can
Do
I
what,
check
Zen?
Can I check the rod piece? Now we're outside the city, which way it's still pointing.
You're not
in-
out. You're still inside the city. You just looked at the gate that leads out to that place.
Oh, okay. Is that not where the rod piece is pointing?
Nope, it's pointing straight ahead, west.
Oh.
Going out of Marlar's throat would lead you south
Okay.
into the jungle.
Well, we don't need to go that way, so.
Yep, so we're good. We essentially have to
Okay.
go southwest and find our own seats. And sorry, by the way, I keep leaning away from the mic so I'm not crunching on my apple, like, directly into the mic.
As you continue walking, the wall does stretch the entire length of this city, and then you come to sort of a crossroads that cuts left and keeps going where the rod piece is pointing. Now ahead of you, you see another bazaar, another marketplace, and off to the right, you see another wall inside the city that separates another, we'll say, well, it's not really separating the entire district, but it is separating part of this district. Robin, it's the warehouse district.
Oh.
There is one major opening with no gate that people can come and go out of. Mostly it's warehouses. People do there are some houses there, but it's just where they store goods coming into port, and for buy, sell, and trade. But just straight ahead, you all do see the Grand Souk, which is the other market. Here you do hear, it's less noisy than the Red Bazaar, but there are people coming and going from there. It's, we'll compare it to from Food Lion and Harris Teeter, we'll say that. It's less noisy and a little more, I don't want to say upscale, but for this it will say upscale. Here you see people with those dinosaurs hauling carts full of timber coming from there. There are different booths set up outside of this. It's the shape of the bazaar, as you can see, it comes out into almost like a Y shape, but you can also see that the tents run back as well, so it does come up and separate, and you all are coming into the top of the Y as you're approaching it. There are different merchants inside with different stands. You can start smelling those spices strongly again, so it is good. It is a good chance that you'll find different spices here. You do see several stands on the outside with like tiger pelts and different skulls hanging off of them, some recognizable, some not, and claws. And one is selling just straight iron ore. Colored feathers, tropical fruit. There are monkeys running around free, and some are in cages that are being sold. And just different riches of Chult that are there.
The dinosaurs that we're seeing, are any of them identifiable from the book that I got from before? I want to nerd out about all the fauna. This Sam,
Yeah.
the megafauna.
So just do a general history check from where you read it. It's not going to be a very high DC or anything, but we'll see if you can remember the names of them.
I have just been informed that we have 7 hours of telepathic whispers up.
Oh, nice.
I have
Hey, nice.
a
Hi, Christy.
19 history.
19 history, okay. One, you do recognize he's a little feistier than the rest, but he is hauling a cart, and he has 2 giant horns on the top of his head and 1 on his nose. That is a triceratops. Like I said, he's a little feistier than the others, but you do see one with that is being used to haul a larger load of timber. When I say larger load, it's a good haul. And he has spines down his back and his tail, and you recognize this as a stegosaurus.
Ooh. For the purposes of druid wild shaping, do I need to touch these beasts or make nature checks since they're new to me? Or is
I would probably ask you to do a nature check if you want to try turn into one for the first time.
Sure.
Do
you want me to do that now while I'm studying them?
I'm going to have you do it before you turn in for your wild shape.
Cool. Sounds good.
Because it would be one of those things that, can I recall it as I'm turning into it, or do I turn into half of a stegosaurus, half a polar bear, or something like that?
That'd be fun.
Ooh.
Or half mouse, half stegosaurus, or half dancing spider that you turn into.
Oh my god.
Half triceratops.
Giga Arachnia.
I've got a soundbite for that one too.
But yes.
No, not that. Not that specific. No, but the Giga Spider essentially.
I guess if I fail, I just turn into a stegosaurus-sized mouse or a mouse-sized stegosaurus, right?
I would love the mouse-sized stegosaurus. That would be.
We're gonna roll. We're actually gonna roll for that. We're gonna roll for that. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun roll, actually. Yeah.
Ultimate Lego. I love it.
A T-Rex sized gerbil.
It's like getting nibbled on by
a giant space hamster.
Hey.
Okay. So seeing the bazaar ahead of you, or not the bazaar, but yes, that thing, the Grand Souk, the market ahead of you. You have to go past that. Now, going left, you do see, going over this market, there is a bridge that goes down a walkway. One leads into a walled-in area, and the other one leads into the same on the right. Robin, right is where you don't want to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, we don't want to go. Just ignore that bridge. That's where all the mercantile princes and princesses will do their business and their commerce, make the laws, etc. And just want to avoid that area entirely.
Check the rod piece. Which way is it pointing?
Straight through.
Okay.
Underneath the walkway.
Well,
I can let you know.
You can also
the gods actually listen to whatever prayer you threw them.
Absolutely. Thankfully, it's. I mean, I don't know if it's listening because I don't know what's better. We're going to where I lived and where my family should still be. So I don't know which one I'd rather see, them or their mercantile monarchy.
Well, consider this. Which side is more likely to try and kill you if they see you?
Oh, absolutely, the nobility.
Then consider this lucky.
I don't know, I kind of want to kill them. So, but yes, I understand what you're saying.
I need to ask you a question, Robin.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to text it to you. And I meant to do this a while back. I was just going to roll with it, but I just want to make sure. So I'm going to ask you a quick question.
Okay. I'm gonna skip this meditation song. That makes me want to take a nap.
Yeah, this is yeah. Apologize for the silence there.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Check my notes.
I have it, but I don't know if it was there might be a mistype in the notes that I have for something, and it's really funny.
Yeah, that one is for an old thing that I totally forgot about.
Yeah. It's the only thing that I found that would lead to the answer to that. But as y'all are growing closer, there are a lot. That's what I thought it was, but yeah.
That one,
Okay.
yeah. I'll go off stream. I'll explain that background.
Okay.
Of why that was there.
Yeah. So as you all are walking closer, you are right outside this market. Are you all cutting through the market, or are you going to cut around the market?
Depends on which way Robin leads us, I imagine.
Let's go through the market just because it's going to be easier to blend in. However, now look at Ren. Do not take anything. We are very, very close to the nobility. You will kill us all.
She says, okay.
I mean, like, I would help you normally, but not right now.
As you walk through the market, you do see several places that, like I said, are selling timber and spices. Dinosaur skulls of varying sizes. There is one that is massive, has teeth as big as daggers. Tiger pelts.
I was just gonna say,
Yes.
as we're walking through, can I pop a detect magic, just see if anything in the market, any of the
Sure.
wares for sale, glow?
No, they do not. This is a very mundane market,
Okay.
but it is a very gold-rich market. You can tell because there's carved ivory, colored feathers, and that fruit. But there's large hunks of steaks of meat being sold. Plesiosaurus meat is what they call it. Plesiosaur meat. There are different, what looks to be like, almost like dream catchers and different handiwork like that. Some looks to be more aquatic themed, and then others are more erratic and just different. Just different looking. One looks, there's a carved statue standing about 2.5 feet tall that has a price tag in common hanging off of it of 150 gold, and it is very good handiwork, and it looks like about 4 goblins stacked on top of each other wearing terrifying insect and tusk masks. One of they're holding various weapons, dagger, a sickle, a spear, and a war club as you go up the stack. And you can tell that the bodies of them are goblinoid. in nature, but the faces are being covered by masks.
I legit thought you were gonna say that it was 4 goblins in an overcoat. I literally
They are
thought that
stacked
you were
on top of
going.
each other.
In my mind, I was like, the goblins are like the pygmies, like from Diablo in this one.
You're not
Sorry.
far off, actually.
Yeah.
Or
the little Moana guys.
Batiri is what they're called, and there is, with that price tag, it is called. This piece of art is called a Batiri battle stack.
Batiri battle stack. Huh.
Hmm.
I want the thing.
Hmm?
I want the thing.
You have your own money to spend.
Yeah, I mean, if you want it, I don't remember what it's for, but
Papa Zen over here, you got your own money to spend.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. We divided up the money. People have money to spend on stuff.
if you want, I can put it in my bag of holding. I believe still got room for later.
I will say, just to say it, I will keep detect magic up and pop it, re-gas it as it goes down, just to see if there are like any hidden gems.
Sure.
Maybe somebody's trying to sell something and they don't really know what it is.
I'll take a sip of water. You're not going to be that far off, I'd guess, because they're very, very pompous here. We're this close to nobility, so you could be right.
As you approach the stand where this carving is, you see all kinds of different handiwork, colorful and more frightening. And the gentleman running the stand is human male, darker skin. He's got wears braids in his hair. He's wearing a bright red tunic with a yellow sash and blue pants. Just bright colors. And he looks at you, goes, you're eyeing the Batiri battle stack. Now, these goblins of the Batiri tribe, different clans, different collections, are known and feared for their tracking skills, but you know this, don't you? I can see that I'm talking to a very intelligent fellow.
Where did you come upon this piece?
By Batiri himself. Carved it and brought it here. I bought it from him, so I am selling it to you. If you're interested. Very good price. 150 gold. You will never not find cheaper.
Can I insight check that story?
Absolutely.
I was going to say, while he's doing insight check, Robin will come up behind Quetz and just side eye, give the like, I know, like, hopefully the little bit of a local here, sort of a side eye, like.
That's a 17 for insight.
I mean, as far as yeah, he's telling the truth.
Ooh.
About
18.
where he got it.
Oh, I only have a +1 intimidation, but for the side eye, because I want to at least try.
You're going to side the guy?
The guy, just to make sure that he knows, like, I'm not going to try anything, but that also means since I'm watching, he's better not try anything either.
Roll an intimidation.
Nat 1!
Nat 1!
You give him
He just
puppy
looks-
dog eye.
He just looks at you and goes, shoots you a confused look, like, and leans in and leans past you, Quetz, and goes, I'm sorry, but I'm taken. Pulls back.
I'm so glad I just finished drinking water.
He looks at you, Quetz, and goes, there are Batiri all over the jungle. Just like saying that sure civil servants at a pub are everywhere.
Huh.
It's said among the locals. Can't fall out of a tree without landing on a goblin. I should know because I am a local.
Why would the Batiri sell this idol here? It's carved.
They
with
like
skill and
shiny.
reverence.
Oh, this is not. This is how they fight.
By stacking on top of each other.
Absolutely, it's terrifying.
It's
Look at
not
this thing.
terrifying. How tall is this? Like, is the statue to scale? Like,
No.
Okay. I was like-
Yeah. If you literally had 4 Batiri, goblins coming at you, they'd be about 10 to 12 feet tall, running at you with weapons flail.
Okay.
They're about 3 feet tall piece. 3 to 4 feet tall piece.
What's the significance of the Batiri carving this, aside from just showing off their prowess?
They like shiny as much as I do. Cool. What they spend it on, I'll never. They just dig a hole and keep it. I don't.
Yeah. I don't know. The way you're talking about the Batiri, you must have got this for a pretty good deal.
I did.
Hmm.
125 gold, and a man has to make a living.
I see.
Don't know why I just told you that. That was a DM mistake.
Insight check.
Sure.
Haha, 25. Doth he tell truth or lies? Or half?
You could tell that he paid a little bit less than that.
What other wares does he have? Anything of note that sticks out?
Hand woven tapestries, little hanging decorations, things like that. And as you look around, he tells you that most of the more aquatic themed things are made by Grung.
Okay.
And then mostly just Batiri and Grung art is what he sells.
I'm not trying to detect for magic per se. I would like to roll an Arcana to see if, kind of like in the way of a history check of like why a religion would use something in one of their rituals. Could there be like arcane ritual implements in any of these items?
Sure.
I don't know, just throwing it out there.
Yeah.
Okay. A 29.
You can tell that most of the stuff was made to sell to rubes like you that think it's pretty. And I don't mean rubes in a bad way, but that's how they view it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not calling Mikey or Quetz a rube, but I'm saying, it's like,
Sure.
they're like, these people will love this. Pull it together. Just stick a stick in there and a fishbone in there. It's art. Kind of one of those things.
I guess I'm more like from a druidic primordial sense of like magic.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything that has more significance than maybe even this the shopkeep knows?
This shop is the wings of Chult.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me put it like that. The wings, shops on the beach.
Yeah.
It's the wings of Chult. We'll just put it that way.
Yeah, it sells Big Johnson ponchos and stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. No, I'm intrigued by the goblin statue. It is fun. It will be.
Oh yeah.
It will be a silly item. I will.
Psychic whispers. You just so you know, if you want to get it. But just so you know, you probably could get it for, I don't know, maybe about 1/8 the cost the red market, or you could even look for somewhere in the slums. But
Say what?
you have the money.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
Oh,
It's weird.
like okay, can you hear me? Okay, right now?
Yeah. I think everything cut out all at once for me.
Oh, okay. So just instead of the voice, I was just saying you could probably get that for 1/8 the cost at the red market or anywhere else at the shopping places in Chult. This is just the fancy area, so this is the tourist destination. So you might want to, if you want to spend it, spend the money. But just so you know, if you want to shop around, up to you.
I think I'll continue looking around for now, my good sir. But if you do get any more of these kind of effigies from the goblins, I would be interested in seeing them on display. And,
Yes. Well, if they so choose to grace my shop with, I will put them on display just
Okay.
your loss. And he turns back around.
I'll let Robin pull me away from the stall. I at least want to get a poncho while I'm here.
There are different clothing bits here as well: cloaks, ponchos, brightly
there any,
colored
like,
tunics, and they're like.
Wide brim hats.
No, actually, they don't
Dinosaur
really
leather.
do the hats here. It's mostly
Okay.
like any head covering would just mostly be like a scarf
Mm-hmm.
or something tied around the head.
Okay. Totally not
You
gonna
see a-
try to skin a dinosaur and have that dwarf make me a big hat, teeth in it.
Continuing through the market, the Grand Souk, they're selling tej, they're selling fruit, they're selling. Now you've gotten into the market where you can smell the grilled dinosaur meat, and it smells delicious. It's just different, all kinds of different things here.
I will quickly buy some Taj. I'm not even gonna haggle the price. I just want to get it and go. So
How much do you want?
enough for at least I guess a bottle, something that can be shared amongst everybody.
A gallon cask would be 2 silver.
All right, done.
Did you
Okay.
say a bottle or a bottle?
A bottle.
Okay, man, I don't know what's going on with my audio.
Wait,
No,
what are you getting?
that one I caught too.
Okay, all right, no,
I wonder
it
if
wasn't
it's-
just me.
Oh, you
No,
know what?
it's-
Oh, I know why.
Wait,
My
a bottle.
I think it's more. There it is. Yep. All right, let's turn that off. Noise suppression. Discord updated and put on their crisp. Noise suppression, and it's like your noise suppression only does weird bad things. So let's turn that off.
Wait, so what did you... Bottle.
Taj.
Tej.
Or Tej.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think it
Liquor.
either way. Yeah.
What is...
Liquor.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. Got it. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I don't think
But it's-
anybody really knows other than you right now.
Mm-hmm. One.
Oh, I was checking on something before we got into the liquor conversation here.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. I forgot your all's passives are so high. As far as investigation and perception and insight. Oh.
Sorry, I just had to pick this up really quickly. This will be for later. This is alcohol from this area, from my home, that I would love to share with everybody at a different time. It's
Is
just
it a
I don't know.
high-proof?
Yes, it's quite. It can be strong.
Okay.
In my mind, correct me if I'm wrong, Ronnie. I know you're trying to do things. It's kind of like I'm picturing like a 20% ABV sort of like higher.
25.
Oh, so like 25. All right, so like 25
25,
ABV, like a heady beer sort of situation.
Yeah. Just as a reminder, it's made from fermented honey and buckthorn. It has a very sweet taste that masks the high alcohol content.
I don't know if it'd be investigation, perception, like gaze around, see if anyone following, watch
Perception.
see if anyone's recognized Robin. That will be a nat 20 for a 25.
25. Nobody really seems to be paying attention to you. Robin's disguise is really, really good. And unless they are masking their recognition better than that, you don't think anybody has recognized him so far. However, Robin, your passive perception, but knowing where you are, you know that around here you do see that certain things are sold. You do see a table off to your right, about 30 feet away from you. And it is being ran. By a very familiar face. She stands in a sky blue dress with a leather, like a yellow dyed leather belt with pouches on it. And on the table, you see a familiar sight. Different plants and different concoctions that you might know as medicines that you have learned from this area, that somebody might have picked up on and learned a little bit as well. She's older. She's Tabaxi.
Oh.
And you recognize her as Silver Whisper.
Okay. So, if we're kind of doing a little walk-in tour, if you look to your right over there, that's my mother. Silver Whisper.
I grab Robin's arm. Can we say hi? Or are we still guys incognito?
I will not speak. But yes, if you want to go, we'll walk over there. To be fair, also, there's always good to have additional medicinal components at the ready if I need to make more while we're here.
Yeah. Us two?
But you're coming with me, you're strapped to my chest, so...
Fair.
I will
And then, like,
hang
swing
back
my
and
leg.
just keep an eye on the crowd as
Just
they're all
doing this.
approaching.
All right. You want to do a perception check then?
Sure. Oh, that's really
As you
good.
walk up,
25.
do what?
Sorry, 25.
25. Okay. As you walk further up, you see a very stoic look on this Tabaxi's face as she is finishing up a cell, and she places a couple of what look to be clay jars with corks in them. Clay bottles with corks in them, I should say, into someone's hand, and she takes some few gold pieces, puts them in the pouch on her belt. The pouch itself is ornately, like has beads and things on it, and she just looks around and gives a bit of a sigh and looks up and flashes a weak smile as you all approach. And she goes, "How can I help you?"
Look at
I'm just
Quetz.
Is Quetz making that face?
I'm squeam, yeah. Look, I'm like starstruck.
Over second
Listen.
whispers, I'll go, keep it together. No one's supposed to know he's here.
Do I need to call the port guard?
No, not at all. I was hoping to buy some of your wonderful medicinal supplies.
And she just kind of pulls her hand over, like does a gesture of the table, and they are just kind of laid out neatly, not haphazardly in the least, but it looks like she's had a pretty good sales day. But you see different plants, different things. She goes, these can be ground up and used as salves. These can be burned and inhaled. These can be broken and applied directly to wounds. They are healing. These the inhalants can help with nausea. And over here, and she points to a big, wide leaf, a long, kind of wider, flat leaf, and she breaks it in half. And it's obviously just an aloe plant. These are for sunburn. You, and she points to you, Quetz, might want to invest in these.
Ooh. Right, is this a free sample she's giving me, or?
No.
Oh, okay.
She's referring to your fair complexion.
Ah, yes. I was looking for hats. Sadly, this place seems to be devoid of them. Psychic whisper to Robin. How much can she know? I don't want to blow our cover, but I kind of want her to know. It's up to you.
Robin will place down 10 platinum. That's yeah,
Okay.
and I love you, Mara. Be safe. That's all I'll say.
She looks up and you hear Robin, and she just like comes from around the table. Quetz pushes you out of the way, and she's going to reach out to grab your cloak.
This must be so awkward for Bexley because she's just strapped there like, what do I do?
Oh yeah. And she comes face to face with Bexley. She's like, and Ty faces her out of the way and looks at you. She goes, where have you been? Why is there a small person strapped to your chest?
Why are you orange?
Why Mar?
Are you orange? Is that
Yes, but here is not a good place. We can
one
talk
more
later.
question?
Yes.
One more question. Anything else?
There time and a place. I really, really want to tell you. I want to hug you, but we cannot right now.
You can tell she is barely keeping it together. And she is clutching on either side of you, Bexley, Robin's clothing. She goes,
Good one.
don't know what you've got yourself into, but you move your face. Don't know what you've got yourself into.
She's gotta be taller than me.
Yeah,
She-
yeah, but it's
she-
still
Where I'm
on his chest.
strapped to.
So Tabaxi aren't all 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
Tabaxi can be small as well.
I think
She's
they-
only about 5'6".
Yeah, I was gonna say they
Ish.
start. They can go from
Yeah.
5 to 7 essentially.
Mm-hmm.
They got the small boy and the tall boy.
Alright, so it's kind of like bleak. I like.
And she just goes, home. Home.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Can do
Closing
that.
shop. I'll meet you there.
Psychic whispers, I am so sorry that I could not do it. We're going to make a pit stop at my parents' house, apparently, and we'll see from the best. Good side, good thing. We have a place to rest when we need to, and it's not going to be far from the beggar princes that we need information from anyway.
She's just
Yes.
watching you all have this conversation psychically. She's like,
Sorry, mother.
I've been-
Out loud. Sorry, mother. Out loud. We're talking technically. Give me one moment.
psychic, and she just starts walking off.
Anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
You see her gathering up her supplies and starts packing them away quickly.
From where I was hanging back, just watching this happen, with that 25 perception, did I notice anything in the crowd?
No.
Anyone in the crowd watching?
This is I will say this, with a 25 perception, you are noticing that this is a very money hungry part of
Mhm.
it. And they are more concerned with grabbing what they can from people, and the people that are giving them coin are more concerned with grabbing the goods, to show their status.
I guess my concern was
This
from the
is
way
buggings.
Robin made it sound,
Mhm.
he'd be hunted if he came back here. So I guess
Oh,
did
absolutely.
it seem like anyone was watching his mother for if he came back?
It's also been in game time. It's been, I guess, at least 5 years
Years.
now.
Yeah.
Because we've been together as a party for 3, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know
Yeah,
it would take about a year to travel, and then it was probably about a year where Robin was trying to figure out what to
Mhm.
do.
Yeah, but from what you've told us, somebody died and you got blamed.
Mm-hmm.
So don't know if
Yes.
this is one of those life debt things where they're never going to stop until they find you.
Oh no, it's most definitely that.
So I feel like having somebody watch his mother for if he shows back up isn't too far-fetched. So that's what I was basically trying to see.
Not here.
Okay. But I will keep an eye out between having detect magic going and
Mhm.
that if anybody seems to be watching her a little too long or starts seeming to watch us a little too long.
And she looks at all of you before she goes. Give it 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
Okay, can do that.
As she takes her pack and slings it on her back, and she puts up a sign that is just wooden, has closed etched in it, and walks off.
Okay. I guess let's walk slowly through here.
Rin and I will hang back and just keep an eye out in case anyone decides looks like they start following or paying
Okay.
too much attention to you.
I'll keep watching front.
Yep.
You do that, and I'll break
Yeah.
off.
I love the little points. That's what I was like laughing at earlier. You got the little things going on.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm stimming.
Yep.
Like this is better than any fidget spinner.
There's also a fidget cube I'll have to show you at some point. I'd love it for in meetings because it like does clicks or buttons or a wheel and oh, I love it. Kind of sort of like that. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I love it.
I've got a 12-sided fidget toy. It's got toggles.
I will ask questions later off the stream because I want to know stuff. Anyway, yes, for the game.
Okay. As you all wait, there are many, many people around. I'm just going to go off of your 25 earlier.
Mhm.
No. Everybody said that they're watching out. Give me perception checks.
Okay.
Another perception check.
Oh,
Zen, Bexley, Robin, and Quetz, did you say, or you're just kind of...
I did not say. I was looking at the dinos and more distracted. So we can just go off my passive.
What's your passive?
20.
Jeez. I forget that your all's passes are that high every time. I don't know why.
It works. My passive and my roll were both 20. Are both 20.
Bexley,
One.
natural one.
The pretty colors.
She fell asleep.
You
Uh,
are
it's
being
a little
carried.
It's a little hot. It's a little hot for the ferry out and being rocked in a papoose, basically, or whatever you want to call it.
I love
String
it.
of drool,
am I drooling? Am I drooling more?
Yeah.
Like how far out?
drooling.
Perfect.
Zen,
I
Very
got in.
comforting.
I got an 18 and Rin got a 29.
Dang.
Jeez.
And she's rolling
Okay.
really well tonight.
Yeah.
Well, all of you, as she walks away, even Quetz, who is being checking out dinosaurs and everything, you notice that two two fellows that are dressed a little less vibrant than the others. One has braids in a tight ponytail on the top of his head, and the other one has closely shorn hair, just almost bald, and they have daggers at their side. They both kind of give each other a nod, and one looks at the other and points to his eyes and points to Robin's mother, and then they kind of follow at a distance.
And
No
only
daggers
Ren saw that?
drawn. All of you saw that.
Oh, okay.
I rolled for their stealth, and they were terrible. It was like they farted as they walked out.
They were crop dusting as they walked out.
just the noisiest. They just walked out.
Fair.
Hmm.
Oop, almost closed out that.
Did everybody else clock them? Psychic
I see
whispers.
them.
Do we? I guess it's time to be sneaky.
Well,
Let's
that
go
depends.
slow.
Do you want us to deal with them?
While
you
my
talk
immediate
to your mother?
answer is yes, but as I've learned, it might not be best to take them out right away. Let them, because otherwise they're just going to be replaced, and then they'll know something is up. So, I guess before, like, wake up Baxley, lightly shake. Yeah. Oh, there are people tailing my mother. So I'm going to try to be sneaky. The rest of you, I can show you where you need to go, and then I need to sneak into the house because they're not going to be looking for everybody else. They're going to be looking for maybe another tabaxi. So I can go into the through one of the windows and be sneaky if I can. So but my vote is to leave them alone so that we don't tip anyone off to know that we're here. Is my thought. But what is everybody else's thought?
You want me to stay with your mom? I can
Oh, yes,
tailor
please.
closer.
Please do.
Okay. If his mom is not like being as stealthy as Robin, okay.
She's walking normally back.
Okay. I kind of want to do something weird, like turn into a tiny spider and ride on her shoulder without her knowing. If
You
I
have
can,
to
like-
catch up.
Yeah, if I can like get in front of her and then just like make a tiny little spider parachute on the wind and hope.
I just imagine that, like, imagine my mother walking down the street and like a spider just like sails on her. Like, just imagine the freak out for that.
Yeah, I know, real quick. No, I'm a tourist, so I can just keep looking like a tourist as I just trail in behind her.
And Ren and I can get close to them without being seen,
I can like
just in case they need to be encouraged to walk away at some point.
I'll leave it up to you. I'm going to say that I cannot think logically with this, and I'm going to mostly want to react on emotion. So, as I throw a dice on my keyboard, sorry. But it's up to you. So I'm going to refer to the group and what you logically want to do. But I am going to sneak away, but before I do... Well, no, I don't want to sneak away, because you need to be able to follow me. So let me lead you there, but when it's time for me to sneak...
Well, we've got several hours of the whispers. You can give us directions. And if if she's heading to the house and we're following them, we're gonna get there.
Okay.
Robin, make a history check for me.
Oh, great, okay. Ooh, that one's actually pretty good. History.
Mhm.
I don't have. Dirty 20.
Okay. You get a whisper via text message.
Ah, okay, perfect. Okay.
As soon as you said that, my phone buzzed. I'm like, I think you sent it to the wrong person.
Would it
listen.
be
Go
would
ahead.
it be awkward for me to, like, would it be very noticeable for me to be flying around? Like, would it
Yes.
stick out?
You are a fairy. There are no fairies.
Then I'm
And you were
stop.
also strapped to a 7-foot orange tabby cat.
Yep.
You have drawn some looks, but nothing like no ire. They're like, oh, okay. And they
Taurus.
just keep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sir, listen, you follow my mom. I'm going to take a back way. Bexley, do you want to continue to be
I'm
strapped
staying
to
with
my
you.
chest? Okay.
I'm
And
just trying to keep emotions in check, just in case.
better. That is a 30 stealth. 3-0.
Bexley, roll stealth.
Oh, dear. How? Not in that one. Not. Oh, thank you.
You still have to remain quiet. Unless Robin just reaches up and covers your mouth and then pulls to
No,
the
I know,
side
but like,
real hard.
sleep.
Just
I can see him like putting his hand there and me just going.
let's talk about
23.
sudden quick yank. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, dang.
Full of fur.
Yeah. Orange.
All right.
Die too.
What's Ren and Zen? You all are following the guys, correct?
I was
Yeah.
following the mother.
The mother, and there you all are following.
Yeah.
Okay.
So-
Roll stealth. Make a. Let's make a your choice to make it look like more touristy and to not draw attention as you're following her. Deception or performance?
I'd like to argue a little bit that to be a little more touristy, I'm going to be turning my head everywhere to look at every single thing that's shiny and new.
Sure.
And not really trying to like hide the fact that I'm walking through the bazaar, but just keep a constant perception going. It's obvious that I'm different and I stand out here. So me trying to look like I don't know. I don't know. If you want me to roll performance or deception, I definitely will. But
The thing about it is I thought you were trying not to look like you were following her while you were following.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. But it's your choice of either one.
I'll do performance. And I will roll with my inspiration.
Okay.
That is better.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
And I'll say before I make these rolls, can we just ask Robin about how far it is to the house over the whispers? Assuming we turn around and he's already vanished.
You only have about
Say
a
that
little less than a block to go.
Yeah, not very far.
A city block.
You could, yeah.
Then both Ren and Zen will cast invisibility as they follow.
Jeez, okay. Are you going to just cast it in front of everybody, or do you want to hide before doing it?
Hide before doing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a perception. Well, you could easy enough here. You can find a little quiet corner to do it in,
Walk around the dinosaur.
like a skull.
just come out
Go
the
ahead
other
and make a
side.
perception check anyway.
Okay. Both or just one?
We'll just ask for you to look for him, and if you can't find one, we'll have Ren roll for one.
Okay.
And if
I
you
got
can't both find it,
14.
y'all just going to 14. Yeah, you think you find a corner that's in this marketplace, it seems pretty well secluded
Rin
enough.
got better.
Oh, you went ahead and rolled for her. What is it?
20.
She goes, no,
Dirty
no,
20.
no, 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 no. You didn't see the guy sitting there behind his booth, and she points you, and there is another one of those massive skulls,
Mhm.
and the mouth on this one is actually closed, and you can go behind it and you cast invisibility.
And
Okay.
then we will follow the guys.
Okay.
So
Easy enough to do. They pay no attention to you whatsoever, Quetz. Nobody really pays attention to you. She is easy enough to catch up with because you can, keep an eye on. She, you can notice her pack on her back as she's walking through. She does have a few of those aloe leaves sticking out of it, so it kind of works as a flag, kind of like a balloon on a kid, so you know where they are at all times. Every once in a while, you do see people with this almost the same thing pass by. You're like, okay, all right, there she. And you do see a lot of really cool things. Now, the main thing you see right above the wall off to your right, there's a walled off section, is what looks to be like almost like a gold domed larger building, where these two walkways lead down to. On either side of, or that one walkway over the market, it leads down behind those walls. But that is just a large gold domed building. Walking further, you do Zen and Rin, you would notice it as well. But as soon as she gets to close to the gate, you see that the gate leading out to where she's going is slightly like open enough for them to pull it open for people to come and go, but they do keep it shut just enough so people won't, just almost like keeping the bathroom door a little shut so people don't see inside in case you have dirty towels on the floor. It kind of gives off that vibe. And as she walks closer, the doors, you see two people pushing the gate doors open, and she walks on through, and those two guys look at one another and they shrug and they follow her through as well.
And they're just let through without issue?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Rin and Zen follow behind.
Okay. Quetz, are you going to follow her into this part of the city, or outside the city wall?
Yeah, if I can. If there's like, I guess a time when I can kind of like hide behind a wall or do a little Superman and get into a phone booth kind of thing. I'd like to turn into a raptor, not a dinosaur raptor, but a bird of prey of some sort of hawk or something.
Okay, I was
Something,
like,
or a bird of paradise, or whatever I've seen flying around here in the trees. That would be the most prevalent type of bird.
I will say, as all three of you notice as they're walking through, there are two armed guards at the gate. They're carrying curved swords on their hips and short spears with long, flat blades on them. So they have a shorter. They can also be used as just a one-handed or a two-handed jabbing weapon, but they look like a spear, but they have a shorter. What's that called? Shaft on it. But it is a flat blade that comes to a point, kind of rounded a little bit.
Are the two guys saying anything to each other?
They
as
just
they're
kind of.
following?
No, they just gave each other that shrug, and you'll notice that they each, all three of them will notice they each look at the guards, and the guards just kind of move them through. and as they're shutting, Quetz, this is a less busy place. Finding a nice secluded spot that you can real quick wild shape into a bird of prey is not a hard thing to do.
Okay.
This is a less, I said less secluded. This is a more secluded place.
Okay.
Less busy street.
Then from here, I'd like to keep in the treetops and just be the eye in the sky.
So most of your foliage are going to be on the buildings itself.
Okay.
Actual trees will be outside the wall.
All right.
But it's, it's easy enough to keep up in the air because there's other birds, flying around the city. Mostly you see from your bird's eye view enough as you can see the bay in the distance across the way a little bit. The birds, there's a lot of gulls and different birds over that way because that's where the fish are. And you might see them, you might guess that the fish market is over there as well. But that's where the harbor is, and you see two different harbors. One is walled off around into the water, and you see more grand boats there. So it is the bougie harbor, and then there's the regular harbor outside that wall. But it's easy enough to keep up in the air. Just for gigs, give me a perception check while you're up there.
Can do. That is going to be a 23.
Further into the, past the wall, into the jungle, past any kind of populated area, which is not very far past the wall, the jungle becomes thick. You do see other beings that are flying around, other animals. They aren't birds, though. But you do see that they do have wings and long-nosed, almost like beak. But they are very far out.
I will keep low to not draw any more attention, for I may be lower on the food chain.
Following them in as the door shuts. Zen and Ren, both give me a dexterity check.
Dexterity check.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if you can make it through the door.
That is a 21 for me and a 19. Yeah, 19 for Ren.
Okay. You both. Ren sees the door get really close as she, you go through first, and she's like, oh. But she doesn't make the noise, of course. But you go through, and the door kind of, the door's kind of shut. If she had been any later, they might have, squashed her between them.
Sorry,
But
there's a
you
door
are-
noise that closed, the sound effect, that you accidentally triggered, that I just heard it.
And you are on the other side of the wall. Now, from the air and from where you are, you do see on either side of the street, beyond this wall, are two ziggurats with another bridge connecting them at the top. Are you all familiar with that term, ziggurat?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. They are. Pardon me. That makes it easy, Ronnie. They look to be shops and tenements that are made from bamboo, and all these shops and tenements are jammed onto the terraces of these ziggurats, and they are done in wild profusion. The upper levels of these two buildings seem to be cleaner and less crowded than those near the street level. And like I said, there's a narrow wooden bridge that connects the two upper levels that raises everybody up above the press and the noise of the street. and that's what you see as you look up and look around. She is actually, you all see her because she's not hiding. She is just walking home. She hangs a left. And as she walks down like a muddier pathway on the outside of this wall, you all see that there are homes here. She lives in one of the larger homes, but they are not as nice as the ones that you pass through on the inside. However, she does go to a more well-kept one. And she looks around real quick, and let me do this. Roll for her. Okay. And as she approaches this house, she looks back at the two and sees the two guys falling, who immediately go and start looking in two different directions because they're dumb, apparently. And she just kind of like shakes her head and she goes, "Can I help?" And they both kind of look at her and go, "No, ma'am. You have a good day." Prince Boss sends his regards. And they walk off.
We're kind of in jungle at this point, or on the edge of it.
On the edge of it.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
Not here. This is more of a street. It's not cobblestone or flagstone, but it is cleared away so they can move wheeled vehicles through it, carts and things. And then she disappears into a house.
Do the guys actually walk off, or did they just...
Oh, they walk off to the gate.
Okay. Fully gone, or just until
The
she's
gate
out of
opens and they walk through.
sight? Okay.
And I will say, because you are flying around in the air and you have a ghastly high perception, passive perception, all of you do. Call. They walk through the gate a little bit left, and they walk behind the wall where that large building is. And they disappear behind the wall. And from your bird's eye view, you can tell they walk around this building, which there's another smaller inner wall separating the building from this path.
Okay.
And they walk to a large villa and disappear onto the inside.
All right. I'll mentally mark the villa down. Does Psychic Whispers just let us send words, or can we send images?
Just words.
Okay. I've pegged them going into a villa not far around behind the wall here. I can keep in the sky right now, but I'm going to look back towards that flock of bigger flying things. They're not getting closer, are they?
No. They're all out in the
Okay.
jungle. Yeah.
I don't want to lose track of the things that could be hunting me.
Over the Psychic Whispers, they mentioned a Prince Voss sending his regards when your mother noticed them, Robin. You want Ren and I to keep an eye on them? They can't see. They can't pay attention to anything, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to notice us.
No, I appreciate it, but let's be honest, they work for a very stupid but lucky individual. So it seems it's fair that we that they're also just as stupid. So no, you're good. I know exactly where they're headed. I don't necessarily know the inside, but I know exactly their destination and where Voss currently resides. Which you should be proud of me. It was actually right outside the market. I didn't swing us by there for a quick murder. Anyway, I'm going to try to head into my old house. At least I hope it's my old house. Otherwise, I'm going to be breaking into somebody else's house. That's really interesting.
It's easy enough to find. You recognize it. It is not one of the ones that is stacked on top of each other. It is, you have your own separate domicile. Larger than most because you have a larger family. But it is always well kept on the outside, and the inside. Seems that everyone kicks in to make.
Oh, before you continue, for some reason, video just lost you. It turned you off and your audio got cut off. I have no idea why. I just noticed you disappeared and then your audio also stopped. So, all of it crashed or something. Yeah, because I have no video and no audio for you on stream currently. Let's see. Let me do a refresh on my end too. Worst case scenario, could always use this as a restroom break if we need to. We try to fix it, but let's see. If I do a refresh on my end, there you are, Ronnie. Turn that off. Turn it back on. Oh, and hey, there we go. We got your smiling face. We're back.
Hello. Okay.
I don't know what it was on my end, but okay, we're good.
All right. Are you just going to walk in? With Bexley strapped to your chest?
I'm going to probably, because Robin probably did not piece together, like, they're following him outside there. There was not a lot of that communication, just that they're incompetent, which, fair, accurate. So it's probably just going to be trying to, like, climbing through a window or through a back door or something like that, which will be very interesting for the rest of the family.
Childhood home. You're able to do it. You're able to find that one window that raises up, or you can prop up and slink through. Although it is smaller than what you remember, not too much smaller, but you're like, oh yeah, some of the stuff grown since then.
Very structured.
And then also you have a ferry strapped to your chest, but it's easy enough, especially with your gauntlets, you can muscle yourself over. As you pile in, there is a myriad of, well, I wouldn't say that, but there's at least, oh goodness, how many did we say? Seven other people in there besides Silver Whisper. One you recognize, one you recognize as Laughing River. Broken Branch, Tall Shadow, Stoneclaw, Warm Hearth, Patient Willow, and Dancing Pebble are all there. And they are listening intently to to Silver Whisper as she is whispering to them frantically about what you could assume is your return. As you slide in, are you going stealthily or are you just going in?
Oh, just because it's happened at this point, I want to try to roll stealth. Let's see if...
Yeah, go for it.
Let's see if I'll... with Bexley there, trapped to my chest.
You can put me down, because I don't want to interrupt the family reunion.
Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Let's see. That is a 29.
Bexley, roll me a stealth check.
I think he's about to drop me to...
You're muted, by the way, because I see your lips moving.
I think he's about to drop me to the floor whenever he unstraps me. That's going to be a whopping 7.
As you make your way through, Bexley,
I would love it if, because just to give you this if you want it, you DM, you control, of course, but
you describe what happens.
I just imagine because I'm not used to having another person strapped to my chest, so I don't have the proportions right. Because I also I was like sickly thin last leaving here, so now I'm more filled out, and I imagine that that emergency ripcord that we have in case we're like gets caught on something. So that's you, the pull cord getting caught on a windowsill or something, and it just pulling, and then you just pulling.
Yeah, it's been a while since
She just
you've had
Family
me
Guys
think
onto
about
the
a
floor.
character. Exactly.
Boom. All right. At the that was way better than what I had. I was gonna say because of the proportions that her face was gonna be dragged across the windowsill. She's like, ah, but that's way better, But as you come in, you feel the tug of that cord, the quick release on the fairy baby Bjorn, the fairy Bjorn, and she just goes, and hits the ground and pops back up. I'm okay.
I was gonna say it's a very short fall, so it doesn't hurt, but.
And then you see literally 8 tabaxi pop claws and pull daggers and face you.
My hands just go up immediately, and I like kind of step behind Robin or try to get out of the way. So, like, look, I bring a friend.
And then you see a larger male tabaxi kind of push his way forward and sheath his dagger. And you see that he has more gray along the bridge of his nose and around his eyes than what you remember, Rob. But you look and see Laughing River looking at you. And through the confusion, he looks and he remembers Silver Whisper's words, and he goes, "Could it really be?" And then he smiles, and you see, do what?
I was gonna say, I'm home.
And you see some tears like form in the corner of his eyes, and he goes, is it really my son?" And a broad smile, and you see all these feline teeth show, and he rushes towards you, and that's where we're going to take a break real quick.
All right, put us on BRB.
And we will.
Oops.
Beneath the boughs where shadows play, the roots hum secrets of yesterday. 1,000 suns, 1,000 rays have carved the lure in bark and veins. Whisper, whisper, elder trees tell the tale upon the breeze of magic deep and shadows wide, where ancient spirits softly hide. The brook recites its crystal rhyme of moonlit hunts and stolen time, leaves murmur songs in tongues unknown. The forest speaks in wood and stone. Oh, keeper of the emerald glade, what dreams in silence have you laid? Elder trees tell the tale upon the
come near and he, aye, the reef runs red. A ghostly wail warns of the dead, or joins ye with the dead. Beware the rope that sways and groans, where the hangman's ghost still sings. His voice is the wind through cracking bones. And the reef, oh, the reef has jagged iron teeth. Hey! They strung him aye at the turn o' tide. Aye, the sand drank slow. But the tide won't take what hangs inside. His shadow sways below. Beware the rope that sways and groans, where the hangman's ghost still sings. His voice is the wind through cracking bones. And the reef, oh, the reef has jagged iron teeth. Hey! Some say he cries to spare your sail. Aye, a mercy rare. Don't grin too wide, that's no ghost's way. That's laughter on the air. Beware the rope that sways and groans, where the hangman's ghost still sings. His voice is the wind through cracking bones. And the reef, oh, the reef has jagged iron teeth.
A pinch of doubt I brushed aside. A sharper edge I tried to hide. This is a recipe for disaster. Stir it slow, it only happens faster. Every choice I try to master turned to something I can't gather. I tasted truth, but chose a sweeter. Now the flame is burning deeper. I knew better, didn't matter. This is a recipe for disaster. Use your words like they were gospel. Turn my caution into something optional. Folded trust into the mix. Ignored the cracks, the subtle shifts. Watched it rise without control. Felt it take a heavier toll. Still I stayed and let it grow. Even when I started to know too much heat, I let it go. Too far gone to separate. This is a recipe for disaster. Stir it slow, it only happens faster. Every choice I tried to master turned to something I can't gather. I tasted truth, but chose the sweeter. Now the flame is burning deeper. I knew better, didn't matter. This is a recipe for disaster. Oh. No one else to blame for this. Every step was mine to miss. I held the match, I lit the spark, watched it glow inside the dark. This is a recipe for disaster. Nothing left but what comes after. All the pieces scattered, shattered. From a heart I tried to plaster. I won't reach for something sweeter. I won't stand inside that fire either. I know better, now it matters. I won't write another disaster.
Upon the field where shadows creep, the night arose from dreams so deep. With steel in hand and heart of stone, he faced the fire, he stood alone. Oh, brave knight, with courage high, you faced the beast beneath the sky. The dragon roared, the heavens cried, but still you fought, you never died. The dragon scales a burning gleam, its eyes like fire, a devil's dream. The knight stood firm, his oath held true. With every strike, the legend grew. Oh, brave knight, with courage high, you faced the beast beneath the sky. The dragon roared, the heavens cried, but still you fought, you never died. Through ash and smoke, the air was torn. The night's resolve, it did not mourn. With final blow, the beast was slain, and peace returned to hill and plain. The villagers, they sang his name, the knight who conquered death and flame. A tale to echo through the years, of valor strong, of silence fierce.
There we go. All right.
Welcome back. All right. Just before we went to the break, Bexley and Robin were almost shivved by Robin's family.
Yep.
But you all you were watching as Laughing River runs to you, grabs you by the shoulders, and goes, "It's not the face of my son, but I recognize your voice." And you can almost feel him like this strong grip on your shoulders, and he pulls you in, and you're just inches above him in height, and he just wraps his arms around you and holds you, and he pushes you back.
I was gonna say we'd like hug him back for sure.
Oh yeah, he'll hug you, and then he'll push you back and give you a punch to the shoulder and goes, "Where have you been?"
Everywhere, many places. Some not even on this plane of existence. But before we get on to all that, we should invite the rest of my party, the rest of my friends.
Oh. Okay, do change your face. I want to see the face of my son. We want to see the face of our son.
I cannot. Not right now. You know that people are looking. And not to mention, anyway, I would need a full shower and everything else, and I don't have the abilities to just clean it off. Although one of my
you
friends
hear-
might be able to.
And you hear your mother, Silver Whisper, come up and say, "You know he can. That laughing jackal Voss will kill him on sight." "Who is this?" And they point to Bexley.
This is one of my party members. This is Bexley.
It is.
Don't
Where?
do our normal. Keep in mind that she's very literally good, and also follows the word of her god and all the other things that are very good. Just silently, like,
Ow.
I'm sure a lot of you are rogues as well, so let's hold that back
Yeah.
a little bit.
I was just gonna say it's really good to meet all of you.
And he looks, he goes, "Do not worry, little one. Your pockets are safe in this." And he grins pretty broadly. He says, "This is your party?" Or,
Part of.
One of. Would you be able to open the door? I imagine many of them are outside. Psychic Whispers. Are you outside? Because we're about to open the door.
Just keeping watch.
If you see the door open, please come on in. If you want.
at that point, yeah, we'll say Warm Hearth runs to the door and throws it open and sticks her head outside.
By the way, I was trying to say that I was going to do hide to make sure I'm not in the doorway, and I rolled a nat
sure.
20 for a 35.
Yeah, and Bexley, you just disappear. Bexley's like,
I just kind of laugh and go, okay.
Laughing River looks at you, Bexley, and looks and goes, "You get used to it."
Oh, I am.
And, yeah.
All right. All three of you, even from your bird's eye view, you can see that the door is open, and you see another tabaxi head looking around. "I don't see anyone."
They're
I'd
very,
like to-
very sneaky. Oh,
I'd like to swoop in from the window that
Ah!
secret in,
Okay.
and,
Are you
perch on his
are
shoulder?
you gonna? Oh, on whose shoulder?
On Curious's.
He's hidden.
I was gonna say, I don't know if you can find me.
Yeah.
Then it flies straight into the wall. I'll perch on the windowsill, and then, like, once my presence is acknowledged, I'll hop down from the windowsill to the floor, and then shapeshift.
And they are taken aback by this. Most of them, they're like, and you see, you do see Laughing River clap. "That's a wonderful trick." Oh. Who the hell are you?
I'm still hiding, waiting to see if anybody else is gonna be coming in through the open door.
I'm going to look around very awkwardly, looking for Robin.
You only see Bexley right now.
I don't think my perception is high enough to spot him no matter what I do.
And Bexley has abandoned you, by the way.
Oh my god. That's, well, okay, that's a crit, but it's still a 30, so it's not enough to see through his...
As you're just going through, shifting through stuff in this room, he's like, "What is that? And then you hear multiple, he's like, "What is he doing? What's going on?" You know? Zen, you and Rin,
Anybody out on the street?
just passersby.
All right, just standing next to the door. Just say, "You gonna keep blocking the doorway, or gonna invite us
Ah! Ah! You see claws pop out. Ah. Come in.
in?" Make our way inside, clear the doorway before
Robin!
dropping invisibility.
They shut the door and they're like, "This is the oddest and most awkward introduction ever. Robin, get out here!"
Come out from behind. Excuse me. I would love to just come out from hiding and just like pick up Questrum, like who's probably like on the ground looking under a bed or something. It's probably
Yeah.
like, where are you?
Just pick him up under
Slam
the
my head
arms.
into the frame.
So the room that you all came in is almost like another communal room. I don't want to say a den, but Robin, you correct me if I'm wrong, but they would have another communal room because there's a lot of you.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other room that where the front door is kind of like a living room with a mixed with a kitchen, mixed with a dining room with just different chairs and a table and things like that, a larger table. And there are 4 bedrooms in the back because you in your childhood shared a bedroom.
Mm-hmm. Is, I guess, Quick Pounce there? I guess it would be the one that shared the
Is
room.
not.
Ah, okay. All right. So, well, this is everybody. So this is, again, this is Bexley. Then we have Ren, we have Zen, and this is Quetz, my bondmate.
Oh,
And this is
hi,
everybody.
family.
You took a bond mate?
Dude, yes. It's been, my goodness, how long has it been now? It's been over a year at this point, hasn't it?
It's been 5 years.
No, I'm sorry. I was talking to Quetz. How long has it been for us? But for me, yes, it's been 5 years for me. But yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yes, I fell into his lap. From the
almost
sky.
quite literally.
Yes.
Almost quite literally.
Yeah. You see, Laughing River look at all the others, and they all kind of put their arms around one another, and they just look and say, "Welcome to the family."
Aww. Openly weeping at this point, I'm sure.
So Silver Whisper kind of gives you the wary eye, like for a second, and just smiles, and then looks at they all look at it, and it's just a flurry of hugs and handshakes amongst everyone. Each of you are grabbed 3 or 4 times, and your hands are being shaken and pulled into hugs and things like that. And then finally, you hear Silver Whisper goes, "Enough. Come, sit down in the other." And she points towards the large table in the next room, and she says, "We have much to talk about, Rob."
Yes, we do. I'm only here for a short time, as we are literally saving all the realms, as we currently don't even reside in this realm at the moment. So we can only be here for a short time, but when I saw you, I couldn't walk away. By the way, do you need more gold? Because I do have more. I gave you all of my platinum.
And she remembers the platinum that was placed on the table, and she scooped it in. She goes, "It's too much. Do you need it?"
Okay, since we're family, I don't mind telling you. Let me take a look really quickly. Oh, no worries. I have another 8,000 gold on me at the moment, so we're good.
And their eyes get wide, and you see Laughing. You see Laughing River give Tall Shadow a punch in the shoulder like he gave you. He goes, "I told you he would do something with this thing. He was out there making his. You said never." And then they kind of laugh. And they look at you and says, "Saving the realms."
Yes, and I need to hold myself back because I've learned some restraint.
And they all look at you like they all give you that look like, "Yeah, okay."
See, a little. I still struggle. Okay, I'm not going to lie, but I've gotten better.
I just keep giving you these looks like, really?
All it took was getting shot by a lich while traveling between planes.
And
That is why.
and cooking from fear that released another god.
Death Knight
Oh, that one. I was wondering. I was like, what happened? I was like, oh yes,
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
right. I had to. I did touch it. Yeah. And
You
yeah.
see the DM over here looking through his notes, going,
Yeah. Like,
That
when
would
you
get
said it, I
you
was like,
off.
oh
The
god.
silver orb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Krim.
no, when she said God, I was like,
No. That was
I meant
Quetz who
that thing.
touched the god's heart and got the shock of
Yeah.
a lifetime.
yeah.
Yes. It was
Which explains
invigorating.
why the two of them get along so well.
Well, I've only tried to stop him from touching the glowy silver orb thing because I wanted to touch it first.
I stand by what I
You
said.
just see about 3 or 4 of the parents just kind of do this and do the bridge of the nose thing and go, "Yes, we see that you all are a perfect match." Well. Silver Whisperer looks around and goes, "Keep your disguise. The jackal is still looking."
I do look
I
forward
have
to
to
killing
s-
him one day.
And she looks at you with deadly seriousness in her eyes, and she goes, and she says, with a coldness, "Now is as good as time as any."
Mm. All the hairs stand up a little bit.
But I understand you have things to do.
I really want to continue that. But for now, immediate concern. Then I think you should speak, as I don't know how to censor myself on any information that should be censored for their own protection or ours.
Fair enough. We need to find a. We were told it was a tomb, correct?
Ziggurat,
Oh.
right?
No, Hasarak tomb.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find information about a tomb of a old lich that probably isn't around anymore, and see if he's got something that we can use buried somewhere in there.
And they all look at one another, and finally, Laughing River says, "What is it you seek?"
A magical artifact that'll hopefully help us prevent a god from getting stronger. Not one of our planes' god. Really?
May I ask, what sort of artifact?
Not entirely sure. It's a sphere of some kind. Supposedly, he fought Hasarak, I believe the lich we're looking for, whose tomb we're looking for is.
And they all just kind of stare at each other for a moment.
Yeah.
Laughing River scratches his chin, turns around, looks at the others, and just nods in a silent agreement with him, and turns around and says, "Boss has been looking for an artifact as well, of great importance."
Has Voss been hanging around a bunch of guys in black cloaks lately? That smell
He
like they walked out of a
has-
grave?
You just described most of the people that live outside the walls. So yes, he has outsourced his help. Let's start at the beginning. Recently, we have heard word from hunters of our family and hunters from our family and from different tribes that the jungle has gotten even more dangerous. that the dark magic has taken a hold of a certain area. There are things that are alive that should be dead, and vice versa. And as soon as Voss heard of this, and every time that he says the name Voss, you see Silver Whisper just almost kind of spit on the ground. She despises this man.
Picture for
and-
some reason like an old Sicilian grandmother. Like...
Yeah. Dude.
Sorry.
My great grandma. But he looks, he goes, so being who he is and power hungry, he has decided he has decided to step out of his normal range of wares of dinosaurs and monkeys, flying monkeys, and beat the Zabari family to this artifact, which they are more in the business of. Now, he has outsourced his help to several folk that live outside the walls deep into the jungle, giving them vast amounts of weaponry. Nothing special, just blades and arrows and poisons and things like that. And he has decided that it is to pay them to find this artifact. Lizard folk, Yuan-Ti, that type. While we have no quarrel with them, really, any one of us that ventures into the jungle now, even to hunt, is met with hostilities on every end. Which, he looks at you, Robin, and says, has your brother chasing after coin in a different way instead of... Quick Pounce is now taking bets.
Oh.
He is gambling with his life in the executioner's room. He bets large amounts of gold on himself to beat, and he has won 4 times now. But he is pushing his own luck, and it will not last forever.
Is this more of a desire to, or is this more of a necessity for the family? Or a mixture of both?
A mixture of both. He has been distraught since your leaving. Almost inconsolable for it. Do not want to bring this on you, as you are obviously, from your and your friend's description, in the midst of something very important. He was angry for a long time, and he takes his anger out by putting his life on the line. He is fast, he is keen, he is quick, but we worry, of course, but he has grown and we cannot tell him nothing. He makes his own decisions. He gives gold to the family. Your mother has taken to selling medicines that she learned in your absence for the people that she hates the most in the markets. None of this is your fault. You know that I think that you did the right thing. In fact, I pushed you to leave. A living Robin is much better than a dead. But if finding this artifact puts a cramp in Voss's plans, then we will help you in any way we can. Because denying him something gives us great joy. You know this.
I do look forward to. Let me say it this way. I'm very, very excited to be able to see where this is lead, as it seems we might be able to take out Voss at the same time as being able to help my comrades be able to secure an item necessary for all planar existence. So I'm very, very happy to hear that. For quick bounce, I'll try. I'm going to try to see what I can do. But again, worst case, I will have to come back. That is my plan, at least, at some point, if it's possible.
Laughing River stands once again from the position from the chair he was sitting in, and he walks directly up to you, Robin, and he stares you straight in the eyes. And that serious look comes over his face. And he looks at you and says, "If you are seeking revenge, they say to dig 2 graves. I do not want to see you in one of them. Do not make the revenge your primary goal in this adventure you're on."
Oh, I can assure you, it is absolutely not the primary. It is maybe tertiary. Honestly, it is a bonus. And besides, to be absolutely frank, the rest of the party, especially our good priest here, will pull me back if I go too far.
Good to know.
At least I
I'm
believe
so
she
glad.
would.
And he looks at each of you and says, "It's good to know that he is among people that care. You see the beggar princess. And he starts laughing to himself and goes, "And there is another. He has been here for years, ever since you left. Off and on. He comes, he goes, he sells his books, and he leaves. And he comes back, and he does his research, and he leaves. He knows a great deal. Though I think some of it he is just... He is a little long-winded, and he makes up what he doesn't know sometimes, but he is good at what he does. You see any man, and you were asking, you said something about hats. But no, you didn't say it to him, you said it to her. But if you see a man in a feathered cap, you found the right man."
So we're looking for a man with a feathered cap, with the beggar princess.
With a pointed beard.
Yeah.
He goes by the name Vola.
Do any of us recognize that name?
Everybody roll history checks.
Okay, I'm
Would
trying not to be meta
studying
about it.
with the Harples give me any extra on knowing Volo?
Sure.
Alright.
We'll give you advantage.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's appropriate. History, you said?
Yeah.
I got a 6.
Nice. Yeah, no clue.
Yep.
23.
30.
Quetz. 30-20. Zen?
I got a, hang on, doing math again, 29. And
Jeez.
Ren got a 22. Yeah, 22.
Just sidebar, I just love the fact that the Tabaxi is because of Volo's guide to monsters, and the only Tabaxi doesn't know who Volo is. But anyway,
Right?
meta aside.
Yeah.
Well,
all of
I've
you
been
know
on the
who...
run the last 5 years.
Volothamp Gedon, or Volo for short. He is a wizard and sage that has widely traveled through Faerun. traveler, explorer. When I say mage, wizard, he was not like super powerful, but enough to be like a roguish kind of mage. Famous and infamous for his guidance. So he has, things like most of y'all rolled high enough to know that his bibliography is pretty vast. Most of them are like Volo's Guide to This, or Volo's, let me pull up his most famous works that you all would know. Volo's Guide to the Realms, allegedly. Actually, the allegedly, but no, Volo's Guide to the Realms was one of them. Most people say allegedly because of who he is and, his panache for the dramatic, we'll say. Volo's Guide to Trying Again, Volo's Guide to Identity Theft, Volo's Guide to Getting Lucky. No, it's not what you all think. Volo's Guide to Snakes and Shipwrecks, Volo's Guide to Skipping Ahead. There's a lot of different Volo's Guides too. And he is currently apparently working on Volo's Guide to Chult. So he has different Volo's Guides to different parts of Faerun as well. And he is gathering information about everything about Chult, everything that he can. Now, Volo, those of you who rolled successfully, you all know that he also has Volo's Guide to the Sword Coast. But he is, like I said, a very dramatic person, but he always wears a ruffled collar over his tunic and vest, and he always has that tilted pillowy cap with a feather in it. Neatly trimmed pointed beard, and always has quill and parchment, writing things down. So if you can find him, you might be able to get some information out of him, but mostly you're going to look at like Robin, you would know that the beggar princes would have a better insight into what's going on out in the jungle, and if there's any word about these temples and things like that, or this temple.
Sorry, I'm muted because IRL, there's a couple of individuals one room over that are discussing. My mother and my husband are talking.
Ah.
Can I pull up? I'll check well, actually, before I do, just over the psychic network. How much are you comfortable with your family knowing, Robin? Because keep in mind that the more we tell them, the more at risk they might be.
We're very capable, if especially need be, and can be sneaky and quiet. We are able to keep a secret.
All right, then. I'll pull out the rod piece and check it. Is it pointing at this point? Is it pointing more towards the jungle or back towards the city?
Towards the jungle.
Okay. So, well, whether or not, depending on which artifact this is, chances are it's somewhere out there. So we will need to be going into the jungle. You said it's gotten more dangerous than normal. Make it sound like undead, I'm assuming.
How familiar are you with dinosaurs. Thunder
You mean the-
lizards.
I'll pull up my
The big
primer.
lizards you've got walking around the city.
We see a book, and yes, that is very apt. The big lizards that are walking around the city.
Hmm.
In your book, Quetz, my new son, I guess you could say.
Aw.
Yes, mother.
He says, "What you say?"
I said yes, mother. Oh, he
Oh
said
no,
sorry.
it's yeah.
I thought. Sorry, my bad.
No, you're fine.
I've got the
He
list
looks
of all
at
the
it, it
family
says-
members, and I'm like, trying to-
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
It's Laughing River as address. He's kind of like the
Patriarch.
lead father, I guess you could say. The others kind of just chime in, as you go, but he's going to be the one that kind of addresses as the head of the house. He and Silver Whisper are not head of the house, but they are more robust in their relationship with Robin and other people, I guess you could say. And he looks, he even says, if you say father, he goes, "Not yet. That's still give it time." And he grins. You can see he's still very playful, but there is a seriousness that does wash over him from time to time. Look in your book for Tyrannosaurus.
Flip. Oh, wait, there's an index. Hold on. Okay. Tyrannosaurus.
And is a sketch of a small humanoid person with a massive dinosaur looming over them with small arms, powerful legs, and a big head with massive teeth. He goes, "Yes, that's it." He takes a clawed finger and points in the book. And he goes, "That there. Now imagine that undead."
Oh.
Well, that is definitely new, as undead was nothing new, but undead humanoids were... Okay.
I'll lean over and
That's
look
why
in the
we-
book
Mm-hmm.
and just look at the image, look back up at them, look at it again, and say, "I've seen scarier," and just sit back.
Did they all look at you worried? Oh, well, okay. So, and he kind of looks around and he looks at you and says, "Kalahu is who you need to see first. Kalahu, the bookie at Executioner's Run. And this is not something to go find your brother. He is quick pounces. You give her some gold. She gives you some information. Or you can place a bet with her. But that's a little barbaric, don't you? But she cares for nothing more than gold. That's it. Kalahu. K''Lahu. I think that's how you say it.
Did you get that one, Cheris? Because I was just about to write it, but I was trying to respond to somebody in chat.
Oh no, I did not.
Okay, I was going to say...
It's K''Lahu.
Got it.
Kalahu.
Okay.
Bookie.
Book.
She takes the books and collects them when you don't pay. See her weigh her palm down with a little bit of gold, and, well, I say a little. Weigh her palm down with gold. She'll tell you when to stop, and she'll give you information. Or to where to find it. You're rich now. You can afford this, Robin. And he just laughed.
Potentially, yes. Not saying anything else, because even family or not, and then telling them where all the riches come from.
You're on to
You
me.
mean your investment property that you have a share in?
Yep. We get monthly allowance from and everything, and yeah, so not only the property, but we got the mines. Woohoo! Well,
Also,
Hmm.
we have we have friends. Not sure if you'll remember them, but if you need guides through the jungle, from a clan over, siblings, River Mist and Flask of Wine. You pay their guide fee, they'll take you through the jungle. They know safe roads, safe photo roads. There is no safe road. Obviously, they're Tabaxi siblings.
okay.
Now, are you hungry? Any of you? All of you?
In Psychic Whispers, just say yes because it's going to be a lot faster otherwise.
Indubitably.
Sure.
Food! He raises his hands. He's like, let's cook. After about an hour, you all are greeted with, how do I put this?
Surf and turf?
Rich roasted meat that has the Chult spices on it. Stuff that most of you have never tasted before. I think only 2 of you would be really familiar with it. There is what we would consider cornbread, but it's like a cornmeal, a bread made out of the cornmeal, and almost like a muffin kind of, but it's not. It's more savory than sweet. Different tropical fruits cut up and mixed in with one another, making sort of a fruit salad, and then they just go to work and they just supply everything they have pretty much and lay it out on the table and look at you and say, fill yourselves, eat, rest, then be on your way.
I will also pull out that barrel of Taj that I have.
Yes. And that you hear that, and that actually has come from Tall Shadow. He's like, yes, and he runs back to her bedroom and comes back with another cask of it, a gallon cask, and he lays it down, and he says, let's tap them both. They put them up and tap one with a hammer. They're like, now or later?
Now, might as well. I don't know if we'd get the time later.
Lift up, taps it up, and they just start filling cups and pushing them in front of you. And they're
It's like
all
it was-
taking their drinking.
Psychic Whispers, sorry, I know I didn't ask, but I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to have this meal and good wine, good people, and good alcohol again like this. So, if you don't indulge me,
Well,
Hmm.
glad you can reconnect. Enjoy our time.
whatever time we can get.
The drink that is placed in front of you is very sweet, but after about 3 sips of it, or 3 good drinks of it, you feel that heat rise up in your face. You're like, whoa, a little stronger than what you think. But filling your bellies with this food, and there is also casks of water, not casks, but pitchers of water around for you as well. Those are all that's their.
Sorry,
I feel like
sent
my
you
tiny self needs to do Constitution saving throws.
I
Yeah.
like to realizing that this stuff is stronger than we thought. I like to sleight of hand and just swap my cup with somebody else's empty cup.
Yeah.
Just to maintain sobriety.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand.
That's a natural 20 plus 6. 26.
Fail.
Warm heart. Who you switching with?
Just whoever has an empty cup.
6. Broken Branch is laughing and talking to others and listening to an embarrassing story that Laughing River is telling about Robin's childhood. And he reaches down for his cup and looks at it and goes, and starts drinking again, thinking, well, I thought it was empty, but okay, this is good. And he starts drinking it. Don't have to get a refill, and just starts drinking. They're not drinking to get like plastered, but they are drinking socially, I guess you would say, each of them.
Okay, well, and absolutely enjoying and imbibing. So, I'm not trying to hide it. So, like, we'll see.
Who else is imbibing?
I'm milking mine. It's probably much bigger than me.
They have appropriate thimbles.
There you go.
So I'm
No.
milking.
They have smaller cups. Yeah. What?
I fear no liquor. Unless
Okay.
they've got some, unless they have some like ethanol grade something going on here. Like, I want to be able to light my burps on fire.
Nope. I'm staying sober.
Which would be good. Yeah.
People that want Robin dead saw his mother react to some random tabaxi and then followed her home.
Listen, they're. Oh. We'll say through the conversation, she is followed home from market just about it. She's not watched in market because at that point she also is making money for the princess.
So, I feel like with Zen's specific backstory, this type of situation keeps him alert. 'Cause that's what he's been
Absolutely.
taught to
I'm
beware
not.
of.
I'm not trying to keep you get you drunk. I'm just saying that information would come out in the conversation.
Yeah.
As the evening goes on, we'll just say it stretches into evening. Silver Whisper looks at all of you and says, "Well, I'm not going to get much done in the evening, so we'll roll out some betting. You all can stay here. Quick Pounce has his own place across Old Town, Old City, nearer to Executioner's Run. We probably will not see him tonight. He ran yesterday. He won. He brought us gold.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but has that changed? Was it not? Maybe I was naive at the time.
Did I
but
say
thought-
yesterday? He's ran 4 times already.
My thought process that Executioner's Run was for the judged to try and make it.
Yes.
But I could be wrong.
Not-
Maybe again, I'm naive.
Not when
time.
they have volunteers.
Ah. Okay.
And you see my head kind of perch up a little bit.
It's good
Not
money.
enough.
Just
Not enough
over
what?
this-
Hold on. Was it Bexley? Not enough what?
Oh, it wasn't going to be like a shoot up, but kind of enough that if Robin was paying, probably would have noticed. a little.
It's good money when you have volunteers. As stupid as it is for them to volunteer, and I've told him that he is stupid.
Well,
but you know his competitive nature.
Mm-hmm. He...
Not exactly
Hero.
wise.
Yeah.
Well, all of you except for Zin make Constitution saving throws for me.
Okay.
See how drunk you get.
Hey, nice. 22.
22. You got a warm fuzzy.
24.
24?
Yes.
16?
You want Ren to roll?
Yes.
She's
Con
drunk,
save.
drunk.
She's going to get.
That's cock.
She's getting wine drunk tonight.
That's not.
Yeah.
11.
She is giggly. She is drunk.
White girl
She
wasted.
is white girl wasted.
Mhm.
The rest of you have a warm fuzzy feeling. This mixture of fermented honey and buckthorn, and it's really sweet and tastes really good. It does have a kick, but it gives you that nice homey, settled in, almost like a hot toddy around on a winter night feeling. And Robin, to you, it's home. So, as the night stretches on, they all break off and they bring out extra pillows and some blankets and some furs and different things, and they line the floor. And they look at each of you and say, "We will all sleep here. You take the rooms."
I want to argue, but I know
I-
that you will all say no, so I know better.
Silent. You see, Silver Whisper and Patient Willow both look at you and just cross their arms.
Mm-hmm.
And Patient Willow looks at you and goes, "You will not win."
I know better than to try to challenge my Marthas.
We will sleep here. You take
Okay.
the rooms.
Exley, were you gonna say something? Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna try and say that I prefer to sleep like out in this area, but then I got the whole mother's guilt trip.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, they will take care of their son's friends. Well, in that case, everyone go rest. We will wake you in the morning if you're not up, and we will prepare breakfast, and we'll give you more information on where you can find who and what, and Silver Whisper just looks at you and goes, "I do not want you, but you have."
And I can assure
If
you.
any-
Go ahead.
Oh, if anything, he will not find you.
I would agree. Trust me when I say I do not want to go, but I know I can return. Now.
And she pulls you in a little closer and she goes, "And if he does," and she whispers to you, "slip a knife between his ribs."
Oh, absolutely.
And she's a little more vicious than what you remember, but. And with that, they will all pile up on the floor in the other room. And you see them like fluffing pillows and settling in for the night. And it literally looks like a litter of kittens just sleeping on top of each other at this point. Just 5 to 6.5 foot cats just sleeping all over the place. And that will give you all a long rest.
Bruce, like
If
it
there's
was
anything-
I was gonna ask, are we keeping watch?
If you wish, but generally speaking, this area is normally pretty safe because of the current quote-unquote princes, or the beggar monarchy, for the thumb and cheek of it. But it is up to you. I also don't think that with essentially 8 traditional high alert roguish cats are going to allow too much to go on. What's up to you?
If you feel safe, then I'm gonna take your trust. Or trust you.
I have not felt safer in at least 5 years. Or at least more at
Also-
home.
Also, to be fair, between Ren and I, we need about half the sleep the rest of you do, so
Fair.
if we're keeping watch, it'd just be easier for the 2 of us without having to wake you all.
Okay. Oh. So I guess that's all.
Okay. If there's
Yeah.
anything you all would like to do before bed tonight, before hunkering down for your long rest, go ahead and speak up now.
I want to pray.
I have something about Bex
See if I
first.
can get in touch. Filmmator. What'd you say, David?
I was saying I've got something, but this is very a me heavy thing right now, so I feel like I should go last anyway. So please go for it, and anybody else that wants to go first too.
I
Uh,
wanted to, I just wanted to pray, see if we can get in touch with them since it's been so long. Actually have contact.
Okay. What do you want to say to him?
Later. So it's been a while. Lots happened, which we will absolutely, hopefully, be discussing very soon. But now is not the time. I just wanted to make sure that I could reach you and that they're safe. I know that Robin's family means a lot to him, and I want to make sure that we're doing the right thing and make sure that we're doing the best we can.
Do me a favor, and this isn't anything nefarious, but roll a Constitution saving.
Oh, it's not saving throw. It's not nefarious. You'll be fine.
Can be if you keep going.
13.
Overwhelming sleep. Like the overwhelming thoughts of sleep. Your eyelids get heavy, and the only thing you can think of right now is you just need rest. Then you fall into a deep sleep, and we will come right back to you. Wets, anything on your mind?
Yeah, I'll just scribe a level 1 scroll, since that's what I'll have time for.
Sure.
Um,
Anything in particular? Or you want to keep it a secret, or
I'll message it to you. Yeah.
sounds good? When I say secret, I meant from them, not from me. Yeah. No, you can message it to me is what I meant.
Alright.
Is that it for you?
Yep.
Okay. Zen?
he will, once everyone else has gone to sleep, during what I'll say is his watch, just
Okay.
go out the window up onto the roof, and because it's been a while since he's been on this plane,
Mm-hmm.
reach out to his patron
Okay.
and tell them where he is, what's happening, what the plan is, and if there's anything they want him to try and find in the jungle, considering where we're going and what we're encountering or expecting to find.
And Rin is just, she's out. All right. Zen. Your eyesight goes to a pinpoint black, like to one pinpoint of light.
Mhm.
And that light begins coming at you and growing, and the two pinpoints become one. And you see before you, shaping from that pinpoint of light, an eye. And you look, it's a disembodied eye with the optic nerve hanging down behind it. Bloodshot and gross, as it has been plucked from someone's head. And you get in the back of your head, almost like a guttural voice, you can say, fine. And then you're shot back to reality.
For being on the edge of a tropical jungle, he feels real cold.
Mm-hmm. You have that overwhelming sense of cold hit you, and you have a shiver that shoots up your spine. And you can almost feel the ice begin, like almost an icy feeling on your fingertips, but it goes away after a second.
He'll crack his neck, look over the edge of the roof, just scan the area, see if anyone's around that, as far as he's aware, probably shouldn't be.
Give me a perception check.
18.
Nobody in the immediate vicinity, but there are shadowy folks in the streets, but nothing really seems to catch your eye towards this house.
Normal shadowy folks, not
that you would find in this area. Bexley, in your sleep, you begin to dream, and you see a pair of hands in front of you, bound with red cord, blood running down them, and you hear a voice, and it says, "My child, I have always known where you are, and I've always been watching. You are not far from my sight. Trust." You're asleep, goober. Besides, your god is talking to you.
I know. I didn't mean like cut him off. I just meant follow-up question.
Cut your DM off. But okay. There's no real follow-up to this. But you can message me those questions, and we can do an off-screen little prayer session for when you wake up. But with that, sleep takes all of you throughout the night. You get a really good night's rest. A nice breeze blows through the house as you realize that the windows at the bottom of each of these buildings are meant for that. those small windows are meant for breezes to come through. And the larger windows are kept shut, so nothing nefarious flies in.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, I have, before we go all at the same, though, I
Yes.
did have one thing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
You're
I'm
good.
so sorry.
Just to bring it up, I don't know why. Dequets. Sorry. Should
But mhm.
structure that. I don't know why I didn't put two and two together. But you have some scales on you, do you not? Right there on your chest.
Yeah. Yeah, I've always had these.
You
Wait,
might.
is it peeling? Is it peeling again?
No. No.
It's not time
absolute-
for a shed, but
You might want to. I would say talk to my father tomorrow. Some more. Talk to Laughing River. Some more.
is it a disease?
No. But I don't know why I didn't put it together. Maybe I'm completely off. Maybe it is a mutation, which is absolutely fine. But maybe there is some overlap. Speak to my father later. We'll talk about it later. It's just something that came on up that I noticed. That again, I didn't put two and two together because I never really haven't thought about it in years. But
They're
Well,
not going
let's-
to accept me because of the scales, are they?
oh, absolutely not. That's not an issue.
They judge
Scales-
me for not having fur, don't they?
No, they will judge you in your ability to be sneaky if necessary, but I think you'd be fine otherwise. I think that is honestly is the mixture of here. It's not necessarily full on honesty or power, but your ability to provide the family. And you are not one that would cause issues. You would be one that would also be able to provide, as I am, as we both are. So, not an issue. And I'm sure that I'm also not going to have any issue with you as with the amount of coin we currently have and continue to amass. So again, not
Well-
going to be an issue.
I mean, I would have liked to have had a gift for your family when we got here, but somebody talked me out of that cool goblin sculpture.
They would have laughed at you. I'm not going to lie. They would have laughed at the little ones, especially because of the amount of money you paid. But they would have absolutely accepted you. So hey, you know what? Your present is the present.
Oh, thank you. I'll give you the script on the back of your neck. And then I'll do the thing where you pull the skin, like, and make the cat go.
I was gonna say that's how I found out. That's how what was it? You can definitely make, or at least, and again, I don't normally have cats, but I think that's how you can make them very pliable to you, that they just become like a liquid almost. or what is an oubliette?
Just hold him up.
Just like,
Robin goes boneless. Just,
yeah.
That's what I do every time he tries to steal my bacon off my plate.
If I fail in stealing,
Yep.
yeah, that's. With that, if everybody is good with the night, we will say you all take a long rest. And we will end our session there. We'll bring it up in the morning the next time we meet.
all right.
Everybody good?
Yeah.
Cool deal. All right. If you're watching, we thank you for watching. We will have Ren back next week, but unfortunately, we will be missing Bexley. But she will be having fun that weekend. And then we will be taking a weekend off after that. So, that being said, thank you for watching, and come back and hang out with us again. And yeah, that's it. I'm always awkward with the goodbye stuff. So we'll talk to you later. Bye.
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 Born in the flame with a mark on my name, no throne to claim, no